balloon begins to float around, and you find yourselves back at Downfall. You're floating, going back down towards the docks on the bottom left, over here. Settling in. Alright, so is that all that you need me for?
Yeah, for now. We do need a return visit.
Oh, okay. I'll just be hanging around here then.
Wonderful. Thank you.
As the balloon lands, the shadowed figure steps out and strides across the dock. A bullywug looks up at it and just goes white. What's that? The figure walks past, going towards the west and out of the town, into the swampland. The bullywug looks back towards you all. Who's he?
Wobble.
Why did you bring him here?
Made a promise, and yeah, Trouble is a better name than Shadow, so.
His throat begins to expand and contract quite rapidly, clearly worrying, and then he walks away, hyperventilating.
Well then, on to Bavlorna.
Yeah. There you go.
Unless any of you want to visit somebody else first.
I mean, honestly, I reckon we do this first and then just take care of any other business later.
Right. Then you get in a little boat and you make your way across the lake towards her hut. I'm just going to drag over because I do still have this one up at the very least. You make your way into the hut. It's exactly the same as you left it before, though the water in the pool is a much clearer colour than when you initially came here. Seems like this pool is doing quite well for itself now. When you killed the slime, it seemed to, or the cube, it seemed to completely clear the problem that Bavlorna had with it. And you see Bavlorna come down the stairs as you dock. She spots you all coming through the trap hatch. Well, hello. Welcome back.
How long have we been back away?
About 2 days. You made good time.
The watch works.
Mm.
And I retrieve the painting from out of the painting bag.
As you pull this out, she smiles, her eyes going wide, and she bridges her fingers together. Ooh, right. She holds out her hands.
Victor?
Towards whoever's given her the painting.
Ah,
I'd love to
sorry.
shake the hand.
Oh, sorry. I thought, yeah, you just handed over the painting, Nick. I wasn't trying to be impolite, nothing.
And that's she wants to shake your hand, my bad. And I hand her the painting.
She takes it, looks it over, puts one finger to her lips. Oh, this is perfect. Ooh, things I'm gonna do.
Why did
Sorry.
you want the painting so badly?
Oh, it helps to have a visage when you're doing certain curses. If you can't be in person, that is. And one that depicts her true form from before the change is even better. She places it against the side on top of the barrel to her left, right here. Well, I believe I had a contract with the little one.
That you did.
Come over here.
Victor does so.
As you get close to her, she smiles down at you, giving a crooked, dummy smile. Then her jaw suddenly loosens, dropping down her face, and she leans forward and swallows you. She pulls back up, and your legs are sticking out her mouth. And do you want to do anything, or are you just going to let it happen?
Well, I mean, I think Victor would instinctively try to at least back out the way when he lurches forward to eat him. I think that's a fairly natural reaction.
Yeah, it is. Just spare me 1 second whilst I find a block. Let's see. Where is the stat I need?
Are you checking if she's got like a skill proficiency in, I don't know, acrobatics
Jumping
or
down.
something?
Effectively, yes. Kidoki. We're going to do an athletics off for this.
So, athletics, did you say?
Yes,
Not acrobatics?
indeed. Oh, yeah, you can do acrobatics.
Yeah, acrobatics is much better for me.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Well, you might actually do it. Okay,
Not 20.
so she goes down to swallow you. Her jaw unhinges. She leans forward, and what do you do?
Victor is just going to, like, just definitely move out the way, and he's just going to ask, whoa, 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 hey, listen, I don't mean to offend you, but what are you doing?
She ends up swallowing a chair instead. That was just nearby. Its legs sticking out.
Sorry about that, you... Right, listen, I didn't mean no offense by it, but, could you... I don't know, I mean, if this is part of the process, then fair enough, I guess, but, could you just maybe explain what's going on? Just give me a bit of warning before you just swallow me all?
She pulls a leg out and pulls the chair out of her mouth, dropping it to the side, covered in spittle. Her jaw pulls back up into place. And she looks at you with her beady little eyes. Actually, Elf, do you remember what that quick command was? Please?
To flash an image up on screen.
Yes.
Click on the icon or whatever, and it's Shift Z.
Yeah, that's why. I doing Control Z.
Yeah.
Does it come up?
No.
Click on it wherever it is on the map. I don't know if you're doing it from the art library or whatever. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a nice big up close of a visage over there. I can't remember if I showed her earlier properly or not.
We've seen images of it before, but I mean, this is very clear. Anyway.
Well, I want to remove your curse. And everyone's got their own little ways of doing it. That's mine. I swallow. I reabsorb the magic. Magic gun, don't you?
Sorry, I'm 12 years old.
Alright. Okay, I think just because Victor's asked for an explanation and he's being given one, I think at this point he's just going to roll insight to see whether he believes the explanation.
Roll insight.
I'm an 18.
It sounds funky and weird, But you could see how that could work.
Oh, okay. Right, listen, before we do that again, hey, could one of you guys just hold my stuff for a second? It seems like this is actually legit, unfortunately.
I'll come over. We'll grab your stuff.
Hi. Thanks, Miko. Much appreciated. Okay,
Granny Cat once told me everyone does things in their own way.
yeah, you got that right. Alright, sorry for the alarm. Not used to how things are done around here, so I guess I am ready now.
She looks down at you, raising an eyebrow. Her jaw dislocates again, going down her face, down her chest. And she leans forward and scoops you up and swallows you whole completely this time, taking your legs in and closing her mouth behind you. It feels weird and icky and stingy, and you feel the urge to vomit. Very badly. And if you... Actually, you know what? Give me a con save. Beats 10.
Con save... 7.
And you vomit onto yourself, effectively, whilst you're in there.
Oh.
Vomit inside of her?
Yep.
Oh, I guess I do, yeah.
Are we sure this is even legit, guys?
You
Just stood there looking at you all for a second. She has a bit of an unpleasant look on her face. Yes. That's not very nice. She says that you hear retching noises coming from her mouth, but it's not her. Just be a second. Just be a second.
You alright in there?
Give me another con save.
Okay.
Okay.
16.
Roll 1d4.
Alright. 2.
Okay. You take 1 acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
And at that, she unhinges her jaw and she regurgitates you. You come out in a big puddle of slime and ick on the floor.
Oh, oh, wow. Oh, okay, listen, I am really, really sorry. That was, oh god, that was an experience. Victor, I think instinctively is going to look where the brand was to see if it's gone.
It is completely gone.
Oh,
No signs of anything ever being there.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Oh. Right, Victor is going to do prestidigitation to clean himself up.
Okay.
And
You do that,
he's-
and it takes several goes around to get everything off completely. To get your hair back to the way it was, and... yeah. Well, that is a contract fulfilled. Thank you for keeping your end.
Yep. Okay, Miko, I'll take my stuff back now if you don't mind, please.
She holds out a hand towards you. If you want to make any deals, maybe be a bit taller, I can help with that.
You have been very, very helpful, as is, and I appreciate the business, and if there's anything else, we'll be sure to let you know.
Excellent then. Well, if you do not mind, I have a sister to go and curse. She picks up the painting and walks away, making her way up the staircase.
I have a, before you leave, just a weird question. Why do you sisters hate each other?
Have you ever known a family to get along perfectly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever known a family full of very powerful people to get along? perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes actually it's kind of strange.
Well, we haven't.
Did you try and, I don't know, talk it out?
Oh yeah, it was all good, all dandelions and rosebuds. Oh, you know, when the realm split and everyone started to argue over who controls what, and when, and where, and how. You know how that does to people.
Can't say I know. I haven't really been in charge of an entire realm.
Well, let's just say it gets squabbly.
Aye, considering curious, what do you reckon you're gonna cook up for your dear old sister?
Ooh, I don't know. I was very much thinking along the lines of giving her diarrhea to start with.
It's quite male.
Don't
I'm
tempt
just
her with
saying,
this kind of
for all
behavior.
the trouble we went through just to give her that.
Yeah, but it's not Scabata's fault. We went through that trouble.
Well, Scabata kidnaps children.
She did. I'm not trying to defend her.
Oh, that'll be a good one, actually. Any child that approaches her smells a horrid smell. Ooh.
Or
It might be more
I'll give you a
unpleasant
better
for the kids than it would be for Scabatha, though.
no. You know what would really bother Scabata?
Go on.
If she could not get any more children.
Ah, but I can't control that.
Ah,
Oh,
she cannot see children anymore.
Yeah.
That could possibly work, but she would notice it far too easily.
Or she doesn't. She's unable to see one person.
Which would be?
Will.
I wouldn't be able to alter the curse that's already on her for that.
Yeah.
There's a curse on her?
Oh, yes.
You mean the one that makes it so?
Yeah,
She
so
forgets?
she forgets things, yes.
Did you put that?
Oh, that curse. Okay.
Who put that on her?
I think that might have been our oldest sister, possibly. I'm not sure.
You know what? I've got a
Helen?
good one for you. Actually, if you would be willing to hear me out.
Go on.
Could you just do something that's like it puts an image of herself on the back of her eyes, so that she always forgets about herself when she wakes up? I mean, that would probably disorientate her to no end. I mean, gotta be honest, you don't imagine you'd be able to get a lot done if you're in that constant state of confusion.
Interesting. Give me a persuasion check. With advantage.
Can you technically see the inside of your eyelids?
Magical shenanigans.
I'm totally not trying.
Miko being the voice of reason. I like it.
She thinks for a second,
30.
looks at you. Devilish. I think you missed your calling. And with that, she immediately strolls away, muttering to herself about how best to get the image on the inside of the eyelids whilst keeping it light enough to be able to see somehow.
Is Moongrave the oldest sister?
She doesn't respond. She is too busy muttering to herself.